Have you guys ever heard the phrasing Texas strong? I know most of you haven't, because it's not something that's really said out. The National Guard is actually something that people consider to be really, really small, but in reality we're actually really, really big. We're the ones that have the most soldiers, we're the ones that get the most deployed, we're the ones that are most influenced. We have the most influence in this nation. We have been here for a long time, and we're already this big. For a short period of time, we're already this big. We're planning to grow bigger and bigger. My name is Juan. I'm a soldier in the National Guard. This is my partner, Esteban Salas. He's a possible recruit, and this is the National Guard. He's going to tell you the history behind us. He's going to tell you the history of who the Guard is, how we became who we are, and what is it that made us who we are.
Okay. According to the National Guard military, on December 13th, 1636, Massachusetts Bay Colony was ordered to gather their scattered up militias and form together into North, South, and East regiments in the defense of their communities against the Native Americans and such. So white males between the ages of 16 and 60 were obligated to take up arms in the defense of their communities and participate in nightly guard sessions and weekly training sessions. The Massachusetts militia started the war at the Revolutionary War at the battles of Lexington and Concord. Further history, the wars that we've been in are the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War, and the Spanish-American War. The Militia Act of 1903 officially renamed the U.S. militia as the National Guard, and it was since then organized as a reserve force for the nation in case we ever needed an extra force to go into combat or help out in any natural disasters. So now I'm going to switch over to who we are, and I'll give it to Juan.
Like my partner here said, the National Guard is a reserve. We are considered reserves. We're not supposed to be on duty. We're actually supposed to be stationed in a city locally. That usually never happens. We usually get deployed a lot because we get the best training because we get the most time in the Army. We spent 8 years in here, so we get the most training, so we're usually the best soldiers. I'm not trying to downgrade any other companies, and even the Marines, I respect them, but we're better than they are. As you can see here, we serve both state and federal governments, meaning we can get deployed to a city in a state by the governor, or we can get deployed out of the United States to a war by the president. It all depends on how bad the situation is and if they really, really want us, which most of the time they really, really do. Next. During local emergencies, this is where we do serve state. During any floods, hurricanes, stuff like that, natural disasters, we get deployed out to help the people around us. If there's building destructions, we help rebuild them. If there's cars that need to be towed, we do that too. We're not only an army, we're also a help. And another thing about being in the National Guard, we get to live at home. If we're stationed in the National Guard, we get to be stationed in our home. We don't have to be like a soldier that gets deployed and has to be out 3 years. We serve for 8 years, and we can serve all those 8 years right next to our house, because that's where we get deployed to, as a benefit of being in the National Guard that other services don't offer. Next, my partner is going to tell you what is it that we do locally, and I will describe to you what is it that we do internationally.
After 9/11, over 650,000 members of the National Guard have been called upon by the nation, by both state and federal government to either take part in defense of the country or go overseas abroad to fight terrorism. Before 9/11, the max duty for a member of the Guard was no more than 1 year of active service, but ever since the Iraq War, that's been basically thrown out the window, and the max time has been set to 2 years. The National Guard has helped the nation in America during times of crisis, such as 9/11, and also Hurricane Katrina back in 2005, when they sent over 50,000 troops in to help out the cleanup and search and rescue missions and stuff like that. Now I'm going to switch it over to my partner Juan to tell you what the National Guard does abroad, overseas, and in other countries.
Like my partner said, the serve limit is set at 2 years if you're stationed here. But as soon as you go overseas, as soon as you enlist to go overseas, your serve time stretches over to 8 years. You serve 6 years on duty and you serve 2 years off duty, which means if you go to war during those 2 years that you're off duty, you get immediately deployed. I personally have been deployed. I have served with our country. I have been in war. It is one of the most horrifying but most beautiful things ever. When you're a soldier and when the National Guard goes out, we go out first line always. The Marines don't go out first line, the Navy Coast don't go out first line, the US Coast Guard don't go out first line. The National Guard always goes out first line. That means we're always the first ones to get out there, we're always the first ones to get in war, we're always the first ones to start everything. People call us the troublemakers. I don't really think so, but we like to have fun. We're not only trained to be soldiers here, we're meant to be teachers out there. When we get out, when we deploy, we're meant to teach people over there that the United States is not as bad as people think. Even though we do kill people, it's not something I'm proud to say, we do teach little kids what it is that we're there to help, we're not there to harm. We help everywhere around the world. There's no place that won't take us. Unlike other services have limitations where they can go, and National Guard doesn't. My partner's going to close this up, and that's the conclusion.
Okay, so in conclusion, we went through the few basic points of who we are, what we do, the history, and how we help both in America and abroad, overseas, in other countries. And hopefully we informed y'all of basically who we are, and our main purpose is to basically protect and serve the United States and the citizens of that. So I want to thank you all for your time, and are there any questions?